In the microservice architecture, single user request might go through or might travel across dozens of different services that have been deployed onto your architecture, onto your applications infrastructure. When something actually goes wrong, then how do you find the root cause of that particular issue? And just relying on the logs would be a lot more kind of a confusing maze in which you'll be lost into the whole detailed the tables as well as the detailed version, and it will be a lot more difficult for your developers as well as your testing teams. That's where Jaeger actually comes into play. It's an open source end-to-end distributed tracing system for your architecture, which will help you navigate through this complexity. Jaeger is a cncf graduated project that lets you monitor and troubleshoot the transactions in a lot of the complex distributed systems in a lot more simpler way. It's all about the concept of the distributed tracing of the different issues as well as the systems. It works on the three core principles, which includes the tracing, spans as well as the journey. Tracing includes the the request that actually comes into the architecture. Jaeger just assigns it a unique identification number ID and calls it a trace. Then the spans are whenever the traces or the request actually travels through your whole architecture, whole microservice architecture, then it generates a span, which is a unit of work. Each span contains the details like the service name, as well as the operation name or its durations as well. Then the journey, all the spans are linked together to form or create a complete picture of how this whole the tracing, distributed tracing actually goes and being performed. Request journey, that's called the request journey, showing every service it touched and the latency at every particular stop and where the error might have occurred in your system. Jaeger's architecture includes three major parts. There is the client side agent that collects the spans, a collector that aggregates the data, as well as a query service that actually allows you to search and visualize these traces. It's a complete system for understanding the application's behavior as well as its whole nature in the production as well. By giving you a clear visual entry or the clear visual map of any particular request that has been traveling through your architecture, Jaeger empowers the developers as well as the SRE teams by quickly pinpointing towards the performance bottlenecks as well as the issues that has been found in your system, debug issues as well as optimize the services. It's a whole GPS for your microservice and finding up the whole distributed tracing complexities as well. That's all about the Jaeger. There's a lot more about this particular project. If you want a detailed video for this particular project of how to use it in the practical labs kind of a session, then just tag the Jaeger community as well as the cncf community. If I get pinged back, then I'll make a dedicated video for this particular amazing project. Thanks a lot. Radhe Radhe.